Clay Carlino, and I have a quick tip about how to remove the fender on a 2014 Dodge Charger. I'm going to show the fender over on this side for part of this. They're both symmetrical. When you're trying to take the fender off, there are bolts. There's one there, one back there, and then there's some stuff in the front here, which mine doesn't have a front end, but you have to take that off. You'll remove the splash guards. There's a piece of insulation foam in here, and that needs to come out. Now let's go over onto the other side. I've taken out the piece of insulation, which is just this right here. And then you can see inside here, there's this little stud. It's 10 millimeters. I had to reach it with a deep well with a lot of extensions. But you loosen that and then this slides right out. So you don't have to take it all the way out. You just have to loosen it and then this will pull straight out that way. The trick with removing this fender, beyond getting all of the obvious bolts, is that there's a couple bolts down on the underside, right there. Okay, you see those bolt holes. And they are covered by the rocker panel, which runs along the bottom edge of the car. Now, getting that rocker panel off is a little bit of a trick, and you're not going to like it. You can see I've got my rocker panel here, and there's a couple bi-panel retainers that hold it on in the front, a couple more of those retainer pins that hold it on in the back, but then running all the way up the length of the part, you see these things, and from the underside it looks like that. The clips that go into these holes are these snap clips. These are the clips, and if you rotate them sideways, then they come out. But rotating them sideways while they're on that rocker panel is damn near impossible. And as you can see, all of mine are broken because I couldn't rotate them sideways. I couldn't get that to work. I ended up just having to break all of these clips, and then I'm going to have to replace them either with new clips just like these or with something that you don't have to destroy the next time that you need to take it off. This is one of the few clips that I was talking about that I didn't destroy. And as you can see, these top edges, I mean, they're tapered. There's nothing to grab onto to try and rotate this. So whoever came up with these was just sadistic. But that's why you kind of end up breaking the heads off in order to get that rocker panel free. So there's a bunch of these running all the way up the underside. Yes, it is theoretically possible to rotate them and then they come right out, but for a practical purpose, you're probably not going to be able to, and you would have a much easier time just getting a screwdriver in there and snapping the heads off of these things so that you can pull off that rocker panel. I do have this this shop manual for this model car. It mentions absolutely nothing about the rocker panel. The only thing that it does mention is here it says you might need to pry back the sill plate guard to expose these screws. Now, I don't know what a sill plate guard is. I think they mean rocker panel, but I would not recommend trying to bend the rocker panel. It just doesn't look that flexible, and that just seems like a horrible idea to me. So thanks, manual. You're helpful as always, except not really. There you go. Seeing that you do not need to be afraid to break the clips off of the underside of your rocker panel in order to get it off so that you can get to the screws that hold on the fender of your 2011 to 2014 Dodge Charger. This is Clay Carlino telling you to be brave and have fun.